Brother Joey, shoutouts. Great article, just sent this to me. I had to make a video right away. I just got it this second. I'm kind of pissed, kind of worried, kind of really messed up. I want to read this with you guys live so I could get my honest reaction. It's a brand new article. I am going to post it down in the comments down below for sure for you guys to go read. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. We'll read through, but I was happy that the Nintendo Switch had cartridges, man. I'm like, wow, this is so much fun. Alright, this is the title. Switch developers are being pushed towards digital only thanks to cartridge cost. I don't get it. It looks like a micro SD. How much would it cost? You could buy a 32-bit micro SD for nothing. Let's just read. Thanks to the design decision made by Nintendo in the development of its new Switch console, the game industry is seeing a problem it hasn't seen in 2 decades. Decades. The cost of manufacturing game cartridges versus that of manufacturing optical disc. Really? This doesn't matter so much for big games like Legends of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, but it does for mid-range stuff. Game industry gets into the weeds of this with a look at the upcoming game from Tequila Works, Rhyme, which costs $10 more on the Switch than it does on other console due to the cost. That makes no sense, man. I don't believe this. Further complicating this is that Nintendo, like its competitors, has a policy requiring that game in the eShop be priced the same as their physical counterparts, a concession made to keep the still necessary retailers happy. I don't like buying digital from you, Nintendo. Never will, never do. Whatever you got up, virtual console. If I have to repay for those games, man. Digital sucks. If you lose your console, you lose everything with Nintendo. The Xbox and Sony, I had my accounts for 10 years, even more. And I got the same ones. Haven't lost nothing. I could still play with everything. Game industry notes that some developers have considered giving games Switch exclusive features to offset the price difference. But gamers tend to be completionist, platform loyal, and often entitled. The reaction to platform exclusive features in games has often been negative. Yes. There's no point. At a risk of losing possible customers, then Switch devs are unintentionally being pushed towards digital-only release, which allows for them to price their games competitively with other platforms. Nintendo already has problems courting third-party developers. In fact, those problems began when Nintendo refused to budge from cartridges for the sake of the increased capacities of CDs on the Nintendo 64. Game industry also notes that if developers indeed are pushed towards a digital-only release, or even skipping the Switch altogether as a result of these complications, that means less games on the shelf at retails and less offering for consumers to persuade them to pick up the system. In other words, no one wins here. Check out the source link below for the full piece. Alright, I guess I got a... It's just game industry link. Wow, I read the wrong article, but this is awesome. Anyways, I'll put the link to the 2 articles. That's not good news. Go read the first one, read the second one. pretty much re-saying, but more in detail what I've just said. It's crazy. It's not great looking for the Switch.